What's going on, you hipster nation? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into this video. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, comment, and if you don't care, share the video with your friend. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Here we go. What is going on, hipster nation? It's your boy Ray. What's happening? So today we're just going to do a couple of reviews of the left Democrats. Man, melting down. So what they do is they like to melt down because they don't get it their way, or they're angry voters. They're angry. So they're taking it out on Elon Musk. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. They're actually, they think they're taking it out on Elon, but they're not. They're actually taking it out on American workers and American people. So if you're new here, I just want to say thank you for stopping by, watching the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, comment, share the video out, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only, so I hope you enjoy this channel. So what we're going to do is present, share screen. Let's see. Boom. We're going to jump over here, and let me jump over here. Hit that. Let's just listen for just a second.
I don't think the name calling works, although I do reserve that for that name who was on.
He said, so the name calling doesn't work, but I reserve that, meaning he reserves it so he can say for that dipshit, meaning Elon Musk. So I think he's the dipshit. You know, this is how retarded some people are. They don't even think about their state, what they're people that invest in these companies. These are American people that invest in Tesla and all this stuff. So
they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. When can an unelected South African Nepo baby be able to cut off overtime?
So that's wrong to start with. And these ladies here just don't have a clue. Let's go over here, guys. I want to show you one more little clip. Yes. So watch
plus
this.
1,000 Americans.
Right here.
The violence. We've already established that. What's the difference between that and Tim Walz saying, I get a kick out of it?
First of all, Tim Walz is a complete moron to me. I have to be very honest. And I'm not surprised why the American people did not choose him. Nothing against the vice president. With that said, Elon Musk employs plus 1,000 Americans.
See,
most of them are working class people.
It's hurting
the implications of the stock. Let's say this were to.
So the more that they call for, Tesla to be shut down, they're tearing up and burning random people's Teslas. These people have nothing to do with Elon. These people just like the car, or maybe, and like he says, there's a lot of Democrats actually probably work there. Listen.
Continue on for another year. So I'm just throwing out a hypothetical. Will the company at some point have to decrease its workplace? Most of those people, I would imagine, probably vote for Democrats, at least some of them. So now you're impacting people who likely share your worldview because you disagree with Elon Musk.
See?
Don't buy the car.
Yeah,
just like those guys are saying, let's protest Anheuser-Busch, et cetera. We're just not going to buy their beer.
They're burning it down.
But destroying public property, there is no place that I agree with Kevin. Lock them up and set an example that this is not what we're going to tolerate in this country.
I mean, obviously, the violence is completely unacceptable, and these people will go to jail. I mean, you can't burn a delership and not get caught eventually and go to jail. But it is, again, the broader question here about has it crossed the line when people
she just keep pushing the broader question, meaning it's okay for them to do that. It's okay. That's the way they push their fear monger and all their stuff. Because she's just like, are you sure it's not? Because this guy is Democrat, but he doesn't agree with what they're doing because these people are, tearing up random people's stuff, cars and stuff.
Are sort of rooting for the failure of a company.
Well, first, let me say, until yesterday, I think I was one of the only Democratic elected officials to unambiguously condemn the violence and destruction against Tesla. I don't think you have to be tough on crime to do that. As you know, my grandfather is part of Gandhi's Satyagraha movement, independence movement. He said sabotage is a form of violence. I mean, this is not the best form of protest, and it's not the tradition. The second point is, I'm not going to root against Tesla. There are 20,000 people who work in my district who make a living off this. They're building electric vehicles that ultimately are good for the climate. I have huge, huge problems with what Elon Musk is doing. Have the protest and the conversation and criticism of Musk. Don't take it out on a company where you have workers, where you have engineers, where you have scientists, which are creating wealth for the country, which is helping the climate. And I think Democrats have to be able to.
Right there, he said it. That's helping the climate. See, now there's certain ones that's about the climate, the Green New Deal. That shows you what I was talking about on an earlier video that I couldn't show because they had blocked it worldwide. They didn't care about the climate change. They don't care about the Green New Deal. It was all about money for them, because if they did, come on, Elon is, putting out electric vehicles, the battery powered stuff that they have fought for. The Democrats fight for. They keep pushing this Green New scam, all this Green New Deal stuff. We can't put emissions in the air. We can't pollute the air. We got to do this and that. And their number one guy that they put on a pedestal actually woke up to some common sense and decided to choose common sense over them running off the cliff, because that's what most of them did. They jumped off the cliff. So what they do is, we don't like you no more. You're not on our side. So we're going to shut you down. We're going to protest. We're going to burn your cars up, all this. The guy is the major stockholder in Tesla, but he only owns 20%. The rest of the people own, public and companies own the other stock. So, and that's what this guy is sitting here saying. Hey, you're going to protest, but do not vandalize anyone's private property. These people ain't got nothing to do with Elon Musk. They may have liked the car. You're tearing up somebody's car that is a Democrat, that bought the car thinking they're going to save the planet. But now they have to deal with all this stuff.
All for common sense perspective. Focus on what the problem is with Musk. Don't focus on the wealth of a company.
On the other side of things, here is what the Commerce Secretary, the actual Commerce Secretary, is saying on TV just tonight about a publicly traded stock. Listen.
I think if you want to learn something on this show tonight, buy Tesla. It's unbelievable that this guy's stock is this cheap. It'll never be this cheap again. When people understand the things he's building, the robots he's building, the technology he's building, people are going to be dreaming of today and Jesse Waters and thinking, gosh, I should have bought Elon Musk's stock.
I mean, isn't it a conservative principle that the government shouldn't be picking winners and losers?
Why don't we ask ourselves about the market? It's down 8 to 20%, depending on the sector you look at. Tech is down. Tesla's down. We're having a market correction. It happens every 18 to 20 months. And EVs are under pressure because of lots of competition, including from China. Yeah. And so there's a reason. It's not just the fact that it's a political issue around Doge.
Well, then why is Lutnick saying? Why is he saying that if it's not about politics? He seems to think that it is, because he's saying, I'm going to use my platform as the Commerce Secretary to tell people how to buy and sell stock.
No, Howard's actually a private sector guy. He's well known.
So Nancy Pelosi and all them ain't buying stock. You can't follow all those Democrats and Republicans on that app that they created. There's a guy that created an app that follows all the senators and Congress people on their trade stock, because I mean, we all know most of those people, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi's, all those people up there, they're worth millions and millions of dollars. Why? Because they do insider trading. So it's okay for one side to do it, but it ain't okay for the other side. I see.
I get that. He's got a government
Kevin
job.
O'Leary, there's a reason he's a billionaire, guys, because he's smart. He has common sense. I mean, it's just, it's plain and simple, Let's go back to this one here.
So Tim Walz is now calling Elon Musk a Nepo baby. Will name calling work for the Democrats the way it has for Trump? Let me just tell you some of the names Trump called people. Sleepy Joe, Crooked Hillary, Crying Chuck, Pocahontas, Crazy Bernie, Little Marco, Low Energy Jeb, and Lion Ted. And those are his friends. Not.
I don't care all that much about the name calling, but with due respect to Tim Walz, I totally disagree with him cheering the plummeting of Tesla stock, and let me tell you why.
How can you respect any man that wants to put tampons in little boys' bathrooms? That's my that's my question. How do you respect any man that wants to put tampons in little boys' bathrooms? These people are delusional, man.
Of state pensions are invested in Tesla stock. They're trying to divest right now because Elon's become unpopular and they've gone downhill and he's controversial. But
right here, look at Sonny's face. If that's not misery, I don't know what is. I mean, they truly have Trump derangement syndrome, guys. Look at them. They are miserable. Look at her face. Wonder what she's thinking. Oh, man, I'm fixing to lose all these millions of dollars because, you know, my husband's in a RICO case, the biggest one in history. Or, oh, my God, I'm about to freak out because Trump's this and Elon's this.
If you're in New York or California,
I mean, look at
your federal your state retirement is invested partially in Tesla stock. So is the Federation of American Teachers. And by the way, a lot of people who bought Teslas because they cared about the environment and they wanted an EV, now we're having trouble offloading them because people don't want to buy them. And by the way, the cost of cars are up because of Trump's tariffs. So
it ain't because
that to me was like very misplaced. I don't cheer for the American economy crash.
Cars are up because of Joe Biden printing money left and right to send to Gaza and to every other country for their little, you know, comic books and their Sesame Street LGBTQ stuff. And, you know,
is Tesla going to crash them? Because
I just mean in general, like if
I know, I understand what you're saying. On the other hand, people are protesting.
By the way, that woman in the first clip is who beat Liz Cheney.
Wake up, stand up, speak up, and act up.
Did you hear that? And act up. This is where the people on the streets get this stuff right here. You need to stand up, speak up, act up. This right here. People like this from these shows. It's all the same. MSDNC, all these crazy networks where they have females and males pushing their fear and their rhetoric. They need to act up. Did you hear that? And then the people are cheering in the audience. Now, these ain't the same audience members every day. I'd say some of them are because they can't get that many people to watch their show. But here's the thing. They go out in the streets and they believe these women. They believe them. So what are they going to do? They're going to act up. And then we get to see it all on social media. Them, you know, they're burning up dealerships and they're tearing regular citizens' cars up. You know, these people right here should be the ones in trouble for telling people to go do this stuff.
I think that when Trump first got elected, everybody was like in shock, right? And apoplectic for a while. And then I think there's been a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear out there of incurring Trump's wrath, and people are justified in having that fear. But we've got to shake it out. We've got to shake it off, and we have got to continue putting pressure because this system works. Our system only works when there is accountability, when there are checks and balances. And right now, the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate, they represent Donald Trump.
Okay.
They don't represent the
Let me ask you something then, Navarro or whatever your name is. Why don't you go back to Joe Biden's first 2 years he was president? The House and the Senate belong to the Democrats. Go look it up. You can find it. The Democrats had the House, the Senate, and the White House for 2 years, and they still could not pass the border bill. Oh, we need a border bill. We need a border bill. He can't just close it with a pen. Yes, he could because Trump did. This is twice Trump has closed the border with a stroke of a pen. But the Democrats controlled the House, Senate, and White House for Joe Biden's first 2 years. So I don't want to hear nothing about, the Republicans control the House and the Senate and the White House, because you guys did too, and you didn't get nothing done.
American people. Right. And so we, the voters, have got to remind our representatives that they are there to represent us. And it's great to see
they're too
American
busy filling
people
their pockets full of money.
Being what we do in America.
Oh, right? That's what we do in America.
Holding your elected officials accountable.
But
we do that in America. That's holding our representatives accountable by destruction of property. Come on.
Republican Congressional Committee. I believe that's Johnson.
Richard Hudson.
Richard Hudson, sorry.
They don't even know who they're
He's
talking
telling
about. Here we go.
You know,
Listen.
stepping in line the way Republicans generally do behind a candidate that is harming the economy.
Harming the economy.
You need to listen to the people that put you in office. Instead of being so concerned about maintaining power, why not be more concerned with helping people? And that's
he is.
That's the
getting rid of
thing
the
that I'm
fraud,
so
the waste,
much
all
more
that stuff,
concerned
the
about,
dough.
right? You know, and in terms of
No, look, you're so sad. Look at you, just curled up with your neck down into your shoulders there. No, he is helping people. He's getting rid of Doge, and Elon, his team, they're getting rid of that's why they're throwing a fit, because he's pulling out all the scandals of all these Social Security numbers. They had people 100 and 300 years old drawing money, all this wasteful spending, all these little side projects, these millions and billions of dollars going to, I mean, truthfully, get rid of that, and where more of our money can actually help our country and come back to the people that actually work for that money.
Tesla stock, I think the bottom line is the only thing that these oligarchs and these billionaires care about is their money. That's what they care about.
Really?
And
you don't care about the millions you got?
That there will be Americans that will be harmed because of this Tesla stock going down. But it's also very unfortunate that many Americans will be harmed because of Elon Musk's policies and because of what he's doing with those
policies.
What is Musk?
Elon Musk does not have policies. He doesn't create policies. He doesn't set policies. He ain't even getting a paycheck, lady. What are you talking about?
Lose by the thing, in all of this.
If he loses Tesla, he loses the majority of his wealth.
That's the
But he
majority.
still
That's why they want him to lose Tesla.
But he could just try paying taxes, and then we'd feel a little
but it's
more
the majority of
fancy.
his wealth.
This lady,
Because she's forgetting who her boss is. Her boss is all those people she's speaking to. And as she said, like, calm down, you're freaking out. Why are you so obsessed with the federal government? I kind of was a little shocked that she felt that was appropriate. There's a Democrat coming out of Colorado that I'm really into right now, Representative Jason Crow. And he talks about how every leader should consider themselves a servant of the people that they are leading.
Right.
His background is military, and he says every time
I
you
remind
approach
you, the
these rooms,
Democrats are throwing a fit too.
You should.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
Here,
know what,
listen.
Sarah?
Listen to this.
I've got to tell you, calling Trump's names, even if it's inside your closet, feels so damn good. You should hear
So she's saying.
the things I call him in many languages.
heard the things you
So she goes inside her closet at home and calls Trump names. This is Trump derangement syndrome at its best. These ladies are just completely Trump broke the Democrat Party, guys. He has broke the Democrats. They have no leader. They have no direction to go in. They can't find their footing. They can't even come together. Watch this. I'll show you why. Even their voters are turning against them.
Well, and it's kind of remarkable this short off of an election. Usually it's a time where like the voters made their voices heard and you kind of just like let things settle and see if you have buyer's remorse or you're happy with what you voted for.
We're
the
not
Democrats
having
are also
buyer's
facing
remorse.
backlash at some of these town halls. I believe we have a
Democrats
clip.
all too. Yeah.
We are not interested in hearing that you are in the minority. We know that. We want you to show some of the backbone and strategic brilliance that Mitch McConnell would have in the minority.
Right.
We want you to show fight, and you are not fighting.
Well, they're not
We
going
need
to
you to
show
be a
what
little
Mitch
bit less
McConnell
polite,
had.
a little bit more hell no instead of a little bit no.
Fair enough.
That's
the
absolutely
point,
true.
but that goes against what you're saying.
Well,
in a way.
because Senator,
That's what we need, but that goes against what we're doing. That's what we need to do. They need to do this. It's funny how they all have opinion on how, their party needs to lead and all this, but they don't run for office. It's funny how they all got an opinion on how Trump can run the country and how he should run the country. They're not running for president. They couldn't run this country. They can't even run a TV show with 4 other people sitting there talking to them, helping them. Because, all they do is push fearmonger. They have Trump derangement syndrome. Completely just meltdowns every day. The first thing comes out of their mouth is Trump, Elon. They're just melting down completely. So if you like this kind of video, man, hit that subscribe button. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So we'll see you tomorrow. Just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all my followers, everybody that's been watching the shorts, the videos, the live streams. And remember, we do have memberships now. So hit that join button, or we have super chats or super thanks. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by, checking my channel out. If you'd like to see this community grow, hit that join button. So until next time, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.